Good afternoon. We're coming off of the run of the national championship. The Michigan Wolverines. And we are here live. And we're gonna make it. We're gonna get through the off season. So, as you can see, we are we are at the players leaving screen. It is time to see who's going where. I've already previewed this screen, and I already know that I have 4 players that are trying to leave early. So, let's take a look at this. So the first player that's trying to leave early is Justice Haynes. He's projected to go in the 4th round. Persuasion chances, they say, are none. I say bullshit because he's a 4th round talent. But I can work to try to get him better. Joining him is tailback C.J. Hester. He is wanting to leave. He is citing playing time. I can understand that. But I can also understand him wanting, I can also understand trying to get him to stay. They say persuasion chances are low. And I agree with that for the most part. Also, wide receiver Frederick Moore, citing the same thing, playing time, transfer chances. Persuasion chances are medium. And then Jaden Davis is another one that persuasion chances are extremely low. He's citing playing time as leaving. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. We also have Rashad Penny, who is going to be projected as a 5th round draft pick. Giovanni Hondi is projected to be a 4th round pick at guard. Derek Moore, who's projected to be a 2nd round pick. And Rod Moore, who's projected to be a 3rd round pick. If I remember right. I think I got, nope, I don't have any more than that. Okay, so we have our persuasion chances. We have 4 guys. For the sake of this, I'm gonna just dump back out and dump back in. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Jaden Davis, I ain't gonna try and bring him back. And here's why. Because I'm going to show the quarterbacks. Mikey Keene is leaving. He's graduating, he's gone. Davis Warren is gone too. And so is Jaden Davis. Now, everybody may be looking around going, well, wouldn't it be beneficial to try to bring Jaden Davis back? Yes, it would be. But I have 3 incoming quarterbacks coming in, including a 5-star. Plus, I have the portal that if I want to look at, I can look at too. I'm going to try to persuade him just for the sake of trying because I've got 10 chances and there's only 4 guys. So I'm going to try to persuade him. I don't think it'll work, but I've seen worse. And he is definitely transferred. So he was not persuaded. He is definitely going to transfer. Now we're going to go back out to the rest of them. We tried with Davis. Now I'm going to hit Frederick Moore. Now, why would I hit Frederick Moore? I have Devin McCulley leading, Anthony Simpson, and I have Peyton O'Leary. That right there tells me playing time won't be an issue for Mr. Frederick Moore next year. But apparently it was, and he decided he was going to leave. I love when this seemingly falls apart for me. What the fuck? All right. So at this particular point in time, I honestly don't know what the hell I'm doing. I shot my shot with Jaden Davis, kind of knowing it wasn't going to happen. Frederick Moore, that was more an insult slap because I thought I'd actually get a mistake. At this point, I'm going to try with the rest of them. CJ Hester's leaving. And so it's just the same. All right, so all four of them are leaving. That's going to make the off season a lot more fun. All right. Let's take a look at some of the other Big Ten schools, players that are leaving. But we'll highlight some other schools before we get out of here. So Jalen Thompson of Michigan State is citing play style as his reason for leaving. He's leaving. Alex Van Schumer is leaving. He's citing play potential. Ben Roberts is citing play style. He's gone. He's leaving. Michael, Jesus Christ, God. We got down to the end of it. Damn. Michael Mansuas is leaving. Malachi Frazier, he's gone. Chance Brucker, he's leaving. Jace Clorizzo is leaving. Stan Rep, goddamn. We ain't even got to the end of the list. Damn. Holy. All right. David Santiago is leaving. Ashton Lee Pope. Oh my God. Jesus. We ain't even got to the end of the list. Our freshman quarterback, Leo Hanna, is leaving. He's citing championship contendership. God, man. They got both. I ain't gonna say. Both of their quarterbacks that are freshmen are leaving, and they're citing the same thing. Wow. Okay, so that was interesting. In Minnesota, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 players leaving. Damn. Including 3 quarterbacks. Oh, one's a graduate, but you got 2 quarterbacks that are freshmen. One's a freshman, one's a sophomore. And they're both leaving. Citing brand exposure. This is going to be an interesting transfer portal class for the quarterback this year. I can already tell. We've only hit 2 teams. 2 Big Ten teams, but 2 teams. Nebraska. Freshman quarterback. Let's see. Marco DiViala has decided that he wants to transfer. And then we got a graduate. Well, Dylan Raiola isn't entering the transfer portal. Interesting. Very interesting. This is a kicker. A kicker. Interesting. Very interesting. A kicker. All right. Notre Dame. Wow. Okay. Jeremiah Love. Not surprising. Draycon Bowden. Not surprising. Jerry Price is seeking transfer. Charles Jagasol. Ashton Craig. Christian Gray. Jordan Faison. Whoa, CJ Carr. What? Mitchie Stan Carr is leaving. Interesting. This just got very interesting. Luke Talich. Cooper Flanagan. Oh my God. Wow. Elijah Burris. Wow. KK Smith. He's a good receiver. Micah Gilbert. Oh my God. Wow. Dude, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to be looking in that portal for... I'm going to be looking in that portal for Notre Dame players, and I'm going to be looking to see who's wanting to go where. Man, I see a couple of players. Micah Gilbert, if he even shows the slightest amount of interest in coming to Michigan, I'm going to try to snap him up. I would even say the same thing about Elijah Burris. Damn. Wow. All right. Ohio State. Cardell Tate's entering the draft. Arvell Reese is entering the draft. Caleb Downs. Caden McDonald. Bo Jackson seeking transfer. Jalen McClain seeking transfer. James Peoples. Lincoln Kisenhole. Tavin St. Clair. Quincy Ford. Riley Pettijohn and Jake Cook. Oh my. This is going to be an interesting man. Transfer portal is going to be insane. Oregon. Kenyon Sadiq's entering the draft. He's projected to go in the first round. Dylan Seaman is projected to go in the first round. He's going in. And Maito Udalea is entering the draft. Their starting center is entering the transfer portal. Devin Jackson is entering the portal. Nehemiah Offer is entering the portal. Austin Novosad is entering the portal. As is Jeremiah McClain, Achilles Smith Jr., Dylan Gresham, and then Cornelius Wilson. Man, but they can load up, but that's crazy. Penn State, the left guard. Oh, wow. I'm not going to try to pronounce the poor kid's name. I can't. He's going to the first round. He said, I'm out. Tony Rojas is leaving. Corey Smith is leaving. Cam Wallace leaving. Andrew Olish is leaving. Matt Booten is leaving. Tyler Armstead. Peter Gonzalez. They're all leaving. Katron Allen is predicted in the third round. So is Nick Singleton. Wow, this is insane. Purdue, a lot of transfers. A lot of. 2 quarterbacks I spotted right off the bat. Sophomore quarterback Ryan Brown, he's checking out, as well as sophomore quarterback Evans Chuba. He's like, I'm going to. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. That's freshman. Sorry, freshman quarterback Evan Chuba. Sophomore quarterback Malachi Singleton. I knew I saw another sophomore. Dude, this is going to be crazy. All right, let's go look at South Carolina. Gabriel Dittney is transferring. God, look at this. So, freshman quarterback Aaron Nolan has decided he wants out. Sophomore quarterback Drew Overton has decided he wants out too. Both of them citing the same thing, playing time. I don't think Sellers is left. Nope. Sellers is still going to be there. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Wow. All right. Texas, they had 3 guys enter the draft early. They had a lot of people going in the portal. Anthony Hill Jr. is entering the draft as a first-round prospect. Malik Muhammad is entering as a second-round draft pick, and Jack Andrews is entering as a fifth-round pick. Three receivers are leaving. It's interesting. Colin Simmons, Trevor Goodsby, DeAndre Moore Jr. is saying, I'm gone. Joining him is Emmett Mosley and Parker Livingston and Ryan Niblett. Wow. This is going to be interesting. Kevin Concepcion is entering the portal or entering the draft, projected to be a second-round pick. Mario Craver said, if he's leaving, I'm transferring. Marcel Reed is entering the portal. Ruben Owens is entering the portal. Dalton Brooks, Bergeon Rogers, Terry Bussey, good God. Javon Thompson, oh my God. And another quarter, Brady Hart is entering the portal too. Wow. God damn. I keep looking at more and more people that are leaving, and I'm just like, damn. So Sheridan Wilson is entering the draft for Texas Tech. Terrence Carter Jr. is entering as well. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players that are transferring out. Wide receiver TJ West. Tailback Jacoby Williams. And that's pretty, I mean, they got linemen that are going, but nobody else is like major name. Brehan Morton is projected to be a third-round pick. He's draft eligible. Damn. This is going to be interesting. I think that is it. Let's check USC. Malachi Lemon is entering the draft. He's projected to be a first-round pick. Jacoby Lane is entering the transfer portal, as is Brian Jackson. Cade Fox is entering the portal. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting portal class for sure. For sure. Man, this all right. So we're going to move on. We're going to see the draft results, which is basically, well, how much XP we get based on players that end up actually getting drafted. Holy shit. Ended up picking up 35,000. Whew, 39,000. What the hell happened? All right, let's look at the draft results first. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players get drafted. 1 second rounder, a third rounder, 3 in the 4th round, and then a 6th rounder. Michigan State, they had 2. Let's see. Notre Dame had 4. A first round, a 5th round, a 6th round, and a 6th round. Ohio State, they had 3 guys go in the first round. Tate, Reese, and Downs. McDonald went in the 2nd, as did Sonny Styles. Davison Igabonson went in the 3rd, and then Caden Curry went in the 6th. Oregon had 2 go in the 1st, Sadiq and Seaman. Ungalea went in the 2nd. Evan Stewart went in the 3rd, as did Emmanuel Pregon and Isaiah World. And then Brian Bodencher went in the 5th round. Penn State, the guard went in the 1st round, just as we figured. Katron Allen went in 3rd. Nicholas Singleton went in the 3rd. Danny Dennis Sutton went in the 3rd. Trevor Pena went in the 5th. Zeke Wheatley went in the 6th. And then Drew Allard and Devontae Ross went in the 7th round. Let's see. For Texas, Anthony Hill went in the 1st. Malik Muhammad went in the 2nd, as did Michael Taffer. 4th round was for DJ Campbell. 5th round was Jack Ingers. And then Trey Moore went in the 6th round. A&M, Kevin Concepcion went in the 2nd, as did Amaji Reed Adams. Trey Zune III went in the 2nd. Cassius Howe went in the 4th. Le'Veon Moss went in the 5th. Tyler Odemer went in the 5th. And then Will Lee went in the 7th round. David Bailey went in the 1st round, as did Jacob Rodriguez. Sheridan Wilson went in the 2nd round. Brehan Morton went in the 3rd. Terrence Carter went in the 3rd. Lee Hunter goes in the 5th, as does Romeo Height. And then Caleb Douglas goes in the 7th round. Malachi Lemon went in the 1st round for USC. Lake McCree goes in the 6th. And then Bishop Fitzgerald goes in the 7th round. I gotta be completely honest, not surprised by any of this. Alabama, who we didn't cover. Jaden Roberts goes in the 1st. Caden Proctor goes in the 1st. Tim Keaton III goes in the 2nd, as does Bray Hubbard. Gemini Bernard goes in the 3rd, as does Devontae Lawson. Domine Jackson goes in the 5th, and then JT Overton goes in the 6th one. Very interesting. I don't think there were any others. No, I don't think there were any other schools. Let's see. Kate Klubnik went in the 5th. Let's see. Anything else? One lone guy from Colorado, that was Xavier Hill. Duke, Brian Parker II went in the 1st round. Darian Mensah goes in the 2nd. Trey Moore goes in the 2nd. And Chandler River goes in the 3rd. That's going to be interesting. All right, so we've seen the draft results. Now let's go see let's go see what we got to do for recruiting. Because I'm sure it ain't easy. Right off the bat, we need a tailback, we need a guard, and we need a strong safety. So right off the bat, I'm going to go looking, and I can already see we're going to have some answers. Oh, wow. CJ Carter's on my list. No. So is Steve Angeli. Dude, this is going to be interesting. All right, let's get the ones that we need first. So Isaac Brown, a 5-star who's a true sophomore from Florida. He's on my list. He's at the top of my he's at the top of my list as far as targets. Now, as far as, oh my God, Ahmad Hardy. Really? And he's 4th in the interest list. You know what? I'm going to put both of them on here just because I'm curious. And I need a guard. We're going to take a look. Okay. All right, Charles Jagasaw, who's a true sophomore. We'll add him, and then we'll add Treon Teo, who's a true junior. Wow. Okay. I don't need strong safety. Let's go see what we can get. Well, we've got a chance to get a couple, but we need open spots. All right, we'll take a look. If they're not okay, we're in a recruiting battle. Top of the list. Second. A lot of these guys are either first or second. He's looking at Iowa pretty hard. Okay. He's sixth. I'm going to be honest. I think I'm going to take him off my list. Duke Smith, I think I'm taking him off the list. Yeah. Ramon Eakin is fifth. I think I'm going to take him off the list too. But he's not even on the top of the list. I'm not going to worry about it. You're not top 10. You're not staying on this list. All right, so we've suddenly got about 5 spots. We've suddenly got about 5 spots. So we're gonna go back out into the portal. We're gonna go back out. We're gonna go start looking. We're gonna go strong safeties. We're gonna put Matthew Bailey on this list. We need to get a Mike. We'll go with Cam Robinson. Need an outside linebacker. I'm gonna go with Kyle Lewis. And I need 2 receivers. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna look down this list. I'm curious. Who's on this list? 'Cause we got a lot. You know, let's just switch to the transfer portal. It makes it easier. Because it takes out all the freshmen. Okay, so Mario Craver is not interested. Jacoby Lane is not interested. We got Eric Singleton Jr., Easton Messer, Ian Strong, Nick McMillan, Jace Brown, let's look at all of them. So Cam Coleman from Auburn, Mario Craver from A&M, Jacoby Lane from USC, Bryant Briscoe Jr. from Clemson are all saying no, which I get it. I understand. Jacoby Barner Jr., Parker Kingston, DeAndre Moore Jr., Victor Snow. Let's see. Really? Jordan Faison says no. He's looking at Ohio State. Interesting. Terry Plus. Wow. A lot of 3-stars that are interested. Okay. All right, let's just look at. All right, let's just look at the recommended list. Craver and Laner Howell. 4-star receiver Eric Singleton. We're 7th on the 8th. I don't know if I'm going to mess around with that, especially considering, I don't know. Florida Atlantic's Easton Messer's 5th. I'm willing to listen. Ian Strong is 4th. He is a true junior. We got juniors. I'm going to put Ian Strong on this list. And then I think I'm going to go with Nick McMillan. And we're going to put him on the list too. So we got our 35. And we need to go to work. We've got 4 on the list already. We're in a recruiting battle with Northwestern. At this point, I'm just going to throw 25 here and come away with. Yeah, we'll go play style. We'll just set it up this week. I don't know. Another one, play style. Do it this week. Championship contendership. Academic prestige. Playing style. Championship contendership. Play style. This is kind of where it gets a little boring, but it is what it is. I'll go pro potential. Pro potential again. I'd say brand exposure athletic facilities. Pro potential. Coach prestige. Or no conference prestige. I'll go with that. Championship contendership. Pro potential. We're going to start with it. And we're locked up on the well. Okay, he's not ready. 10 points. Close. What do we got? We got choices. Let's say championship contendership. Alright, so we're locked up on that. Alright, let's go. Let's go hunting. We're gonna hit the new Foro guys home. Ooh, definitely. Definitely strong. McMillan might have lost his stuff, I'm going to be honest. But definitely strong. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Definitely. Not bad. He has high grip. He has a high, strong grip. He has a high second level. That'll be interesting. Not bad. Arm, arm bars are bronze. That's not too bad. Gold for shifty and 360. That's pretty good. That's really good. Uh, okay. We're gonna have fun here. Okay, we're gonna have fun here. Oh, shit. At this point, if they're not filled out, we hit them with what we can. We get, so that, I gotta drop 25. There's only a couple of things I need on here. I need more, so we'll do 50. Do 25. Do 25. 10. Don't need much. Can probably get that in a week. So here, full. Alright, the rest of these are full up. We got 20 hours that we can use. Alright, so we've got a recruiting board set. We've got everything ready to go. We've got 4 recruits that are coming in. First recruit coming off the bat is 5-star quarterback Thomas C. from Lake Forest, Illinois. Ah, damn it. I wanted to actually look into this stuff. The awareness is going to be, well, trash. But he's a freshman, so we can hopefully get that up. His throw power, his throw on the run are 80 or higher, so that already puts him at a good thing. His acceleration is at 85. His speed's at a 78, but he has development trait of impact, so that already tells me he's going to hit the ground running. Cameron Kiek, who's a guard, is a development trait of star. His awareness is 67, but that's kind of on track for a freshman. But his run blocking is at 82. His pass block power is at 83. His lowest number is the agility at 71. His acceleration sitting number 72. All of his blocking numbers are either 79 or in the 80s. So he might sit this upcoming year. He might not. I don't know. We'll see. Andres Dunsbar, I'm I'm just gonna say it. He's gonna sit, and it's mostly because of his awareness. Also, his throwing and run was at 68. But he will definitely sit. Barry Allen, his awareness is at 71. He doesn't have the speed that I would like, but He has the throw power. He has the short. He has some of the accuracy numbers. Plus, I think him sitting for maybe for a year would actually do him some good. So we'll see. We'll see. Uh, I'll probably if when I do end up dropping somebody off this list, 'cause I know it's going to happen. I'm going to end up going into that quarterback portal, and I'm going to find me somebody. And then when I do, I'm going to just I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay everything in on it. I'm going to go for it. So the first week of recruiting is going to be in the books. Let's see what happens. All right, we've got players that are going to be coming in for fan visits this week. Seriously, Marsh is talking about the risk. Really? You're my number one guy, man. Where the hell do you think where do you think you're gonna go? All right, so nothing has changed as far as the list goes. Pretty much everybody's gonna stay. Ooh, okay, coaching skills. We'll definitely look into that. All right, so we have 530 hours left. We've got. We have any? We have players ready for a visit. The question is, no, do not have any visits. We may have players ready to visit us, but we don't have any visits to hand out. Let's take a look at the transfer portal. Mostly, I'm going to take a look at the quarterbacks because I want to see. So C.J. Carr is still at the top of the list. He is in a battle between not Iowa, Indiana, and Washington. Interesting. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if maybe going after one of these guys would be a better idea. I just need to figure out who to drop off this list. We've got 4 to drop off this list. I'm not really sure. That's the full ready for a visit list. He's in a battle. Let's see. 2. I'd say Levi Spruce. He's not even in the top 10. All right. I don't know why. CJ Carr's on the list. We need a. I'll take a shot. Carr. If I get Carr, cool. All right. So we'll move on to week 2. At this point, we'll move on to week 3. See if we can get somebody signed. All right, so we lost 1 recruit. And then I think he went side with Iowa. That would be defensive end Akeem Omelia. So, yeah, we're definitely going to be looking for something. Oh. Edge, Austin. Let me see. What do we got there? Decent amount, actually. PT push. You know what? Let's go with the portal. And let's go see where did he come from. He came from Cal. Okay. I can live with that. Alrighty. That's pretty much going to take care of it. Then move on to week number 4. Alright, pretty much stays the same. Does stay the same. Okay. So we're going to enter week 4. We've not got anybody signed. We haven't lost anybody either. CJ Carr jumped to the top of our list. Wow. Okay. This is going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of players that are probably going to end up signing on signing day. Yeah. Okay. You pretty much, there's not really anything we can do. Because I don't think, I mean, as far as I know, we don't have any, we're locked up with visits. We're locked up with visits. Even though I would love to bring some people in, but can't. So, all right. Well, this is the final week of recruiting. Signing day is pretty much going to happen. We're going to end up seeing who signs where, what we're going to have to deal with for next year. So, let the madness begin. Cam Robertson, the Mike linebacker from Eppenmock, Virginia, has signed. Matthew Bailey, a strong safety from Moline, Illinois, signed on the dotted line. Joining him would be free safety B.J. Wooden from Damascus, Maryland. Quincy Steve from McDonough, Georgia. Sanea Godspeed from Wayne, New Jersey. Dom Koch from Townsend, Maryland. Ramon Shelley from Dearborn, Michigan. Lorenzo Brooks from Frankfort, Illinois. Nick Swoop from Clarkston, Michigan. John Malikishi from Wayne, New Jersey. Travis Lamar from Rome, Georgia. Melanie Foley from Milan, Michigan. Cordell Keaton from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Kinty Oderek from Rye, New Jersey. Sidney Akirum from Dearborn, Michigan. Trayan Tio from Greenville, Ohio, one of the transfers. Lonnie Kaluk from River Road, Michigan. Jesse DeMarco from Tallahassee, Florida. Del Killick from Belleville, Michigan. Greg Bradbury from Dearborn, Michigan. That's it. So we didn't get CJ Carter. He signed with somebody else. We'll have to see who. So for National Signing Day, Jamie Freeman signed with Syracuse. Isaiah Penny signed with Miami. Frank Burris signed with Indiana. Ahmad Hardy went to Penn State. Isaac Brown goes to Miami. Charles Jagasaw decided he was going to go to Missouri. Not a bad fit for him. Kyle Lewis signed with Ohio State. Ian Strong signed with Notre Dame, as did Nick McMillan. CJ Carr signed with Indiana. I'm a little surprised. I kind of thought he might come to Michigan, but I guess with Mendoza leaving, it probably made sense. He'd be able to start. And then TJ Bush Jr. signed with Clemson. So we signed 24 players. We ended up with, we didn't end up with the top 10 class. We ended up with the top 25. Oh. Top 50? Okay. We ended up with the number 33 class in the country. We ended up with the number 33 class in the country. Our top prospect was Thomas Seary, the quarterback. He was the number 32 player in the nation. Number 2 position, the number 2 quarterback. And he was the number 1 quarterback in the state of Illinois. He was the only number 1 in the state that we signed. Him and Cam Robertson were the number 2 players by position. He was the highest nationally ranked player that we signed. Matthew Bailey was 53rd. Wow. Um, this is, of course, Georgia cleans up, gets the number one recruiting class, signing 6 5-star recruits. Deontay Newcomb, a left tackle. Manuel Hoodler, a Sam linebacker. Cheeky Stoop from a corner. Shaquille Benaplan, a defensive end. And then Casey Peace, another defensive end. And then Dexter Kazee, a free safety. Um, I'm seeing this right. Did I'm, I'm, I'm not even. I'm not. But he must have hit the portal. He had to have hit the portal. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm confused. He had to have hit the portal. Oh, interesting. Notre Dame ended up with the number 2 class. Damn. Ended up signing 6 5-star recruits. Philip Songrass, the number 1 defensive end, and number 1 in the state of Ohio. The number 1 corner, Darrell Ivy. The number 1 Mike linebacker, Deshaun Streeter. The number 2 defensive end, Javon Keefka. And the number 2 Will linebacker, Matt Guy. And then just for shits and giggles, the number 5 defensive end, Braden Mevis. Yeah, we're going to have fun next year. Yeah, we're going to have fun next year. I can already tell. All right, so recruiting is done and over. We got 24 signed. We're going to go ahead. We're going to look into position changes real quick. I don't think I have any athletes, but I don't know. No. So this is going to be about evening out positions. I'm scared. I'm not going to lie. I'm scared for next year. Because if Bryce Underwood goes down, we're in trouble. Yes, Thomas Siri is a good quarterback, but yeah, we're in trouble for next year. I'm definitely hitting that recruiting for. I'm definitely hitting recruiting for a quarterback. Yeah. Tailback, it's going to be Jordan Marshall leading the way. Micah Capitana from Waihee, Hawaii, will be his backfield mate. We're definitely going to be looking into recruiting. We're definitely going to be looking for running backs next year. Yes, definitely. Wide receivers, Andrew Marsh is going to be leading the way. Smarty Morgan will be his number 2 running mate. We're definitely going to be hitting the recruiting for hard for receivers next year. Yeah. Tight end, it's going to be Brady Peacecorn and Zach Marshall with Hogan Hansen as the 3rd man. I'm going to be hitting that tight end too. Yeah, definitely. Left tackle, I've got 3 guys. Let's see, what have been on the right side? Should have been on 5. 73. Yeah, senior wouldn't even see the field. go ahead and let's go ahead and move him over. Okay, so we even it out. We got 4 on the right side, 4 on the left side. We only got 1 left guard. 82. I could take that 82 and move him over there. Yeah. I'm gonna move you to left guard. Okay, we got 2 on that side. I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this one too. Right, so we even it out 3 on the right side, 3 on the left. We got 2 centers. I'm gonna need to hit the floor make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left ends. 3 on the right side. Alrighty. Let's go. One, 2, 3, 4 on that side. I'm good with that. Defensive tackles, we got 4. We're definitely hitting the crew for that. We got 2 Sams. Oh, man, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Mikes. We got 4 Wills. 70 and a 72. Let's see if I move him to a Sam. I'll move him to any linebacker spot. He's still a 77. Alright, we'll move him there. Make him a starter, I think. Yeah. So we got 3 Sams. We still got 5 Mikes. We got 3 Wills. We're going to do the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 4 free safeties, 4 strong safeties, a sophomore kicker, and a junior punter. But we're going to have fun. Yeah, we're going to be hitting recruiting next year. All right. So we got position changes done. We got signing days done. We are all set. We're all set to keep moving. We got training results. Marshall moves up 2 points to a 92. Him and Jahari Hill become the highest ranked Michigan players. Andrew Marsh moves up to a 93 or 90. Let's see. Bryce Underwood moves up to an 86. So let's go and do this by position. So Underwood moves up to an 86. Herb Street moves up to a 69. Marshall's at a 92. Micah is at an 80. Marsh moves up to a 90. Bell moves up to an 80. Morgan moves up to an 80. Stewart is at a 76, and so is Broder. Prescorn moves up to an 80. Hanson moves up to a 76. Marshall is at a 75. Evan Link moves up to a 70, 86. Andrew Bonabola moves up to an 86. Ty Haywood moves up to an 80. Nathan Ipogi moves up to an 83. Avery Gotch moves up to a 76. Jake Gugura moves up to an 81. Caden Strayhorn moves up to a 74. Terrian Tejo moves up to an 86. Luke Hamilton moves up to a 78. Andrew Spage moves up to an 87. Blake Frazier's in an 80. Brady Norton's a 78. Cameron Brandon moves up to an 84. Ted Hammond moves up to a 77, as does Dominic Nichols. Travis Moti moves up to a 74, and Nathaniel Marshall moves up to a 74. Avon Etta moves up to an 85. Devin Baxter moves up to an 82. He is my highest overall earner at 8 points right now. And Edward Indapoy moves up to an 81. Trey Pierce moves up to an 87. Bobby Kanana moves up to a 72. 80 for Nathaniel Botaning. And then Chase Taylor moves up to an 72. 89 for Cam Robinson. 84 for Cole Sullivan. And a 70 for Zach Lovely. 85 for Troy Bowles. Jabari Law Hill moves up to a 92. Edwin moves up to an 82 as Samari Earls. 81 for Mason Curtis. 80 for Jadarian Sanders. He almost hit the cap at 8 points. He's at 7. And then Tevis Metcalf is at 73. 78 for Jordan Young. 76 for Jacob Oden. Matthew Bailey's at 90. TJ Metcalf's at 80, 82. Tevis, okay. Huh. Interesting. Brandon Hillman moves up to an 83. And Xander Grant moves up to a 79. Yeah, we're going to have fun with the strong safeties. We're going to have to, yeah. Stuart Blake moves up to a 70. And Brett Sykes moves up to a 72. Not bad. All right, so we're going to finish out the off season. Again, it's time to encourage recruit and encourage transfers if we need to. I don't know if we need to, but we'll find out. And we don't, because we're actually under the roster size. So we don't need to encourage anybody. We actually need to keep as many people as we can, which I'm okay with. Conferences will stay the same, I think. I don't really feel the need to move anybody. Yeah, I think so. Nah, I don't really feel the need to move anybody at this point. Alright, so that's pretty much gonna be it. You know what? We're at that point. It's time to upgrade, so we're going to. Alright, we're gonna hit the strategist. We've already boosted complimentary visits for quarterbacks, receivers. We're gonna use that for tight ends and O linemen and defensive linemen. And then we're gonna do it for linebacker. Do it for linebacker. We're gonna do it for linebackers and DBs. We're gonna do it for every position group with the kicker. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So we spent our points on our coach. Oh my god, yeah. Well, I definitely will look to I'll definitely look to upgrade that when I get or unlock that when I get a chance. Alright, so we're gonna finish the off season and get ready to jump into the preseason of the 2026 season. Damn it. Alright. Alright, so we're getting ready to we're gonna get ready to set the recruiting schedule, and then we'll take a look at the schedule. So let's go ahead. Let's do the recruiting first. Ooh. Yo. Okay. First thing off the bat, yeah. Let's go for the strong safeties. We need 4. We need a corner. Let's say we'll throw 2. We need 3 mics. 2 outside linebackers. D tackle. Edge. Got 2 edges. We need 4 guards. 2 tackles. Tight end. 4 wide receivers. 5. We need 2 linebackers. I'm going to go with 3. And then I'm going to also look at the quarterbacks. You know what? He's on our list, number 3. He's in the state of Illinois. We're going to put him on the list. All right, so right now we've got 30 recruits locked in. I need to look at a center. Because I remember what I was looking at for centers last year. Let me go ahead and throw a center on there. Actually, I'm going to throw 2. Let me go look at my free safeties. I want to make sure I'm looking at this right. This thing no on the free safety. But we got 3 freshmen and a sophomore. Okay, so yeah, we could be okay. Oh God, no wonder I need. Yeah. So any of the position that I need to look at. I mean, I put a quarterback on there just because. We got a couple of running back. Maybe I may put another running back on the list. I have to see how many I put on there. I think I put 2. So running back's a possibility. Fullback we're okay. We got a graduate, and then we've got a redshirt freshman, so we're good. Receiver definitely, definitely tight end, definitely tight end. Left tackle, I think we're okay for now. Guard, I might look at guard. I think we're looking at center. We definitely want at least one. I say guard. I say guard. I'd say guard at least one, maybe 2. Tackle 1 or 2. Let's see. Edges. I think we're good with what we got. I look at a D tackle. I don't think we put a D tackle in there, but look at a D tackle. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. So D. I don't think I put a D tackle on there. I'm gonna look and see. All right. Let me look. Yeah, we do have a D tackle. Yes, I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna put another D tackle on this list, just to be just just to be safe. I'm gonna put another D tackle on this list. We'll go with the number. We'll go with the guy who's got us ranked #1 right now. We'll go with him. And then kicking, punting situation, I think it's okay. Free safety. Let's see what we have. Okay. Well, I mean, he's got us listed as #1 on interest, even though he's from a pipeline state that we ain't got squat to deal with. So, okay. I think we'll leave one more target space open just to be safe. And you know what? I'll do the recruiting shit offline. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll take care of the recruiting shit offline. I just wanted to set it. All right. So for the schedule for next year, we are going to be we're going to be off week 0. We're going to open week 1 at home against Western Michigan. We're actually going to be at home. Gee, wow. We're going to be at home till week 8. Wow. We're playing Western Michigan to start the year. We're playing Oklahoma at home, and then we're playing Utah. Whew. Wow. We're playing Ohio State on the road. Our last home, our senior night game would be when we play Michigan State for the Paul Bunyan Trophy. Mm. Wow. So the crazy thing is, our biggest road tests are in conference play, and really it's at Autzen Stadium week 8, and then when we go to Ohio State week 13. I'm going to be completely honest. We, we should do pretty damn well. I'm going to look at week 1 here with Western Michigan. No, hell no. Ah, Western Michigan. They were 6-7 last year, so not that great. But let's see. Air Force, no. Akron, no. Arizona State, maybe. Arizona, Appalachian State, Alabama. No, no, absolutely not. Arkansas, maybe. Arkansas State, maybe. Does that say number 26? That does say number 26. You know what? Let's see. We would spend this first 6 weeks at home. I'm actually going to flip this, and we're going to travel to Western Michigan. I'm actually going to flip this. We're going to do it. We're going to travel to Western Michigan, and then we're going to travel to El Paso. Our first home game will be against Oklahoma. I'd rather do that than, yeah. I don't know. I'd rather do that. I mean, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But all right, we're gonna wrap it up. Uh, Before we do, we're gonna look at the preseason Heisman watch. And the preseason Heisman watch has, Jesus, wow, Ryan Williams of Alabama, and then Jeremiah Smith, Julian Sain, and Brandon Inez of Ohio State, and then Penn State's Ahmad Hard. Interesting. Preseason All-Americans. Don't think we're going to have anybody on this list, but I could be wrong. First team, oh wow, okay. First team, we got Cam Robinson, and then we got Matthew Bailey. Interesting. Second team, oh, he played for Utah last year. He always ends up going to Oregon for some ungodly reason. And second team, we got Javari Hill. Not bad. He's back. All right, so for the Big Ten, first team we have Tyrion Trio, Cam Robertson, Jabari Hill, and Matthew Bailey. Second team we have Jordan Marshall, Andrew Marsh, Andrew Sparge, Eno Etta, and that's it. All right. And before we wrap it up, let's take a look at the top 25. So the top 25 going into the season is as follows. Number 1 is Georgia. Number 2 is Notre Dame. Number 3 is South Carolina. Oregon and Miami wrap out the top 5. Michigan, their defending national champions, by the way, are sitting at number 6. Texas A&M's at 7. Duke sitting at 8. Ole Miss is at 9. Tennessee is at 10. Georgia Tech, Texas Tech, Indiana, Pitt, Ohio State, Oklahoma, Texas, Alabama, SMU, Missouri, Louisville, Florida, Baylor, USC, Penn, and Penn State round out the top 25. So when we come back, we will be getting ready to kick off the start of the 2026 season. And we'll either be doing it at home against Western Michigan or on the road against Western Michigan. But we'll get to it. Until next time, guys, off season went a little bit further than I thought it would. Went a little bit faster than I thought it would. Until next time, guys. See y'all later. We're going to get ready to start the 2026 season. Until next time. See y'all, guys. Y'all have fun and go Wolverines.